Let's see what happens here.
That's
Why are you
the way.
so scared?
That's it. We're live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of our Mistwalkers Shroud D&D campaign. All your favorites are here tonight. That includes Will, Sam. That took too long.
This is the energy.
You've squandered your introduction.
Oh
The intro
no!
was the bit. It actually works.
Thank you.
Steven.
Hi.
Taylor. And Ray.
Hi, I'm Ray. I'm playing Sully.
One
Perfect.
person's on the ball.
Yeah.
One person.
Perfect opening.
And who are
Look. Oh, and I'm a humble dungeon master. I'm glad you asked.
you? I was just wondering. Who's this
Never
strange man
been
introing
in
us?
my life.
We took 1 week off.
We have fallen apart.
That implies we ever had it together.
Oh no.
Yeah.
The fact that
Uh,
a vine boom could appear at any time is
You never know what's gonna happen.
world shattering.
I keep that thing
Sure.
on me.
Chad doesn't even get to hear that one.
Oh, they do
Anyway.
now. They do now.
Oh,
you
sweet.
fixed it.
We
Beautiful.
fixed it. We made sure to fix it.
That's great. Episode 16. Missed Opportunities. So, gang, I'm going to briefly talk about what happened last time. Please add anything you feel like I'm forgetting that's important. We met Death, who was rather antagonistic,
Abrasive.
abrasive,
Handsome.
handsome.
Moderately.
Ironic because of the term, but holier than thou. But it's death, so it's kind of like anti-holier than thou. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. He revealed some information for the group. One, that Theron, clone of Azalin Rex, had died, and his soul had been recycled, if you will, and used in the creation of Olin. We also talked about
Buster being a little bitch and hiding in the stairwell.
Buster.
Wow.
That's exactly
Buster-
what happened. He was afraid of death.
Hey, Buster has
He was
trauma.
afraid of death. He was afraid of death. He
We've
doesn't
all
want to
got
die. He's
trauma.
already 5,000 years old. I mean, he's trying to keep it going.
He looks
I don't
good
have
for
my notes.
5,000.
He looks great
It's
for
not,
5,000.
it's not totally 5,000. It's a couple hundred, but whatever. Faye bullshit here and there.
you found out that Theron, though Azalin had no cares for what happened to Darkon, Theron, in Death's story, did, and so set up a plan of some sort to ensure, or at least create an opportunity for Darkon to be saved. Thus, somewhat guiding our party through to the events that have occurred thus far.
We found out if you have a token of the realm that the Dark Realm is, Dread Realm, whatever, is from, the Shadow Realm, you can get them to no longer be misty.
Yes,
That's important.
the tokens seem to create an area of a barrier that the mists do not penetrate just around the token. Which Lucky Trail has one for your group's travel.
How do we get back?
You also met Festra.
Run. We did meet Festra.
She was
who
cool.
Yeah, seemed to be mostly taking notes and being a somewhat watcher of the events, but did offer to answer 3 questions for the party because she is quite generous.
so humble
Mhm.
and cool and tall.
And really pretty, and everyone likes her.
Where do we get the location of the regalia?
The remaining regalia, including a
Yeah.
bonus.
We got the rest
regalia.
of the prophecy. What was the third thing?
Regalia of Rex, Once in Illalook, and then there's the technical item Inheritance of Rex in Nevershore Springs, and then don't know what the other thing was, but I did like underline Death's hair falling out, and
Yeah.
that it was a bad bleach job.
Wow, so petty.
I don't remember what the third.
I need to go grab my notes because I may have written it down. I'll be right back.
But yeah. I think. Is there anything else that I am leaving out in my notes here?
Can we talk about dill pickle?
Oh yes, we
Kiss
saw
from
a couple. We saw a couple of memories.
8 souls, 6 of which I know about.
So we almost cornered the entirety of whoever redacted is.
Dill. Pickle.
Wow, you 8 souls? That's cringe.
Pickle, comma, dill.
A pickle.
Pickle. Dill. Pickle.
Funniest thing I've ever seen.
So yeah, we got a brief glimpse of Rosemary's origins and father? Question mark.
Oh wait, no, not the Theron comment. Just
Daddy.
Dill pickle.
No, her
Pickle.
father question mark is cool.
Mhm.
Mists were crowding into the hall.
They
And
sure
we
were.
Shut the doors.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, we are in a stressful situation.
Yeah.
We're back into it, aren't we?
Nobody else remembers,
forgot.
but I remember.
No, I
Wait.
remember.
We simply shut the door.
Rosemary also has just taken hold of the Hammer of Death, one of the regalia of Rex.
She looks more mature now.
Did you send that out?
I think
I
it's still private.
oh, let me fix that.
I'm afraid if you do, I'm just gonna get angry and want it.
You're already old enough.
I also did tweak the crown a little bit, so I feel like I should put that out to y'all as
That's
well.
what the third. That's what the third thing was. The token for Darkon.
Oh yeah, the third. That's right. A token.
I forgot about that.
A token for Darkon's origins to kind of bind it from the lands of Mists.
It's in the castle.
Yes, it's a red robe. We are assuming Fae.
It's reduced to dust. What the fuck? That's nasty.
I'm excited to kill you guys. I mean,
I was
what?
gonna say, don't hit me with a hammer. I'm already dead.
My gosh.
I don't feel so good.
And I already rolled a nat 1.
Miss Rosemary, I don't feel so good.
Oh no.
Is anybody wearing the crown? No, right?
Mm-mm.
No, Tobias is holding it, but nobody is like wearing it or attuned to it.
Yeah. I was gonna give it to Buster. Because I feel like
I
he would
mean,
get the
it would
most
be fitting.
out of it. But there, I don't think we've had a moment.
Being royal and all.
The
Think
king of
it-
nowhere.
Although the expertise in intimidation sounds really awesome.
I like that name.
What name?
The
would you
king of nowhere.
King of Nowhere. I am royalty, technically. Technically.
Change the overlay.
Quit-
King of nowhere.
Quit stealing my shtick.
That was why I did it. It was
Uh,
funny.
You're
so,
welcome.
I think that touches on all the major points. We open.
Armand is sleeping peacefully upstairs in our bubble.
Which means we gotta go
No,
save our
bubble
boy.
popped as soon as I left.
Oh,
We-
well,
That's
he's
how
sleeping peacefully
Tiny Hut
upstairs.
leaves.
Yeah, you guys tucked him back in.
That's how Tiny Hut works, unfortunately. But,
Yeah, but we gotta go get Lucky Trail and Armand and beat
Ski-daddle.
the what's the phrase?
Beat feet.
Beat is
Beat
it beat
feet?
feet?
Beat feet.
Radish.
Beat
Let's
booty.
radish our little leggies. Straight out of here.
So
That's Rosemary's other sister.
Radish.
shut the doors.
Mhm.
Mist floods beneath it. You hear fists begin beating against the wall. The door shaking on its hinges, though holding. What would you like to do?
Theoretically, how many 6-second increments would it take to get up to the top of the tower?
Do like the very so there's a couple of different.
To where people are, basically. If you're going full sprint, all actions.
I would say it'll take you 2 turns.
2 turns to get to the top. Okay.
Yeah, if you're like full sprinting.
That's fucked up. But Buster, you scouted ways to leave that weren't the front door
I did.
because you were scared.
I did in
You were
fact
scared of
do
death.
that, purely having nothing to do with this encounter. But yes, I do know alternate ways to leave based off of the path that we took down. I do know.
Also, how long would it take you to set up your hut?
11
10
minutes,
10
13
minutes, right? Yeah.
That's with a
So,
ritual,
level
or is that if you just
level
cast?
3 spell, 10 minutes of cast. I could cast it, but I've already used a 3rd level spell somehow. Wait, really? No, it was when I cast Liam and Tiny Hut last time, but a ritual casted it. Ugh. Hate policing this.
Actually worrying about your spell slots.
Yeah. Yeah, because it hurts
uh,
me so much more.
Who worries about spell slots? Those are for nerds.
Wow, cringe.
Nerds and people not playing brutal.
My initial thought was just that Tobias and Olin hold the line at the bottom while you guys go get everybody.
Oh, I'm looking back up because Lucky Trails has ostensibly a thing that stops the mist from getting
yeah,
close
and not
to
just
us.
on the boat.
Yeah.
So actually, I think how we're gonna do this.
It's a skill challenge.
Oh no.
We're gonna do a skill
Rosemary
challenge, and if we fail the
frozen.
skill challenge, then it'll lead to combat. If you succeed at the skill challenge, you will get to safety in some way.
This is the
Question.
Cool.
Rosemary's kind of like frozen because of that nat 1 Helio.
Oh yeah, that's why you're worried about the nat one.
That's why I was worried about the natty 1. And you were like, it stands. And
The
I was
old
like,
natty.
Oh, okay. It's fine. It's fine. So how does that work? Do we just have an automatic failure now? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
depending on
Well,
initiative.
Well, I was
can,
apologizing to my team.
can one of
What
us
was the-
help her
That's fine.
What was
With-
the save
as a skill
for?
challenge, as part of the skill challenge?
It was a constitution save. 4 things, but hey, I have a hammer.
Roll a d4.
Jesus. How many rounds? No, how many hours?
You're frozen
3
for 3
days.
hours.
Wait, why are you frozen?
Frozen for 3
Oh, natty
sessions.
1.
Sorry.
So who is standing closest to Rosemary?
Probably.
Buster, I
Buster.
think, was defending.
Yeah,
Rosemary from
Buster and
something.
Rosemary were together because of
Besties.
events that I
Because
can't
Death
recall.
was an asshole. I
Uh,
said it.
So,
She said it, and she's not sorry.
I don't care that he
I'm
was
not.
hot.
It was a
every-
fucking carnival. All the red flags.
are these all tied to you guys the right way? Yeah, you should be able to roll initiative off of these front page tokens.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you want us to do that now?
Yes, everybody
Wait,
should
wait.
roll initiative.
Oh,
Hmm?
shit.
Got on a
Fine.
9.
So I'm just following the effect from your actual thing.
Oh, I meant to message you about that. Let me do that quick.
So you are frightened of the creature closest to you, which in this case is Buster, other than yourself until the end of your next turn. If
Nice.
multiple creatures are closest, the DM chooses which creature you're frightened of. So I think there's this moment. So Rosemary has depended on Buster very often to banish the ghost, right? Like in some ways she feels safe because of that.
Yeah.
As this like slamming of the door kind of like comes on,
Service animal.
you notice a couple of small ghosts, spirits. One of a small, like looking like a small flying person, kind of like floating around Buster. Buster, you do not see these. And then another like a familiar like pseudo dragon, like ghost spirit thing that is also like flowing around him. And so you kind of like see these ghosts like almost haunting Buster in this moment. And so you are frightened of Buster until the end of your next turn.
Awesome. I almost gave you the finger. I was going for a thumbs up, and my brain just would not get my hand to work.
Sure.
That's why I went with this.
So situation, you have undead outside. Lucky and Armand are upstairs. You have to figure out how you're going to escape this situation one way or another. Sully,
Yes.
just a reminder of how skill checks work. You can use any skill, but you can't use the same skill. I don't remember if I did all these. You can't use the same skill as the person that went before you, and you can't use the same skill that you used last turn, if that makes sense. So that your next turn you won't be able to use the same skill you used this turn. So this skill challenge, I think, is going to be a hard skill challenge, but not deadly. So you need 7 successes before 3 failures.
What?
It's great. Yeah, we have a
Oh.
great track record with these.
I don't like this.
Don't forget you have your inspirations. 'Cause
Don't
you
think
need
about-
to set-
Yeah.
No
You do-
lie, the only reason I did not burn my inspiration on that nat one.
You
Which
you
I've
all
already worked.
you all have your inspiration and the successes. You get to choose a skill, so you're more likely to succeed than fail typically. So Sully, what skill do you want to use in this situation to kind of like move the group forward towards safety?
Athletics.
All right. What is this? Is this you just kind of like running up and to like go grab the others?
Yeah. I mean, that's all I can do, right? There's nothing inside for me to push back.
the
The
door.
door's already shut. I could
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold the door.
You want to use athletics to just hold the door to buy
Mhm.
buy everybody more time. Cool.
Yeah.
Roll athletics. Beautiful. Oh yeah. The
Hovering
DC
around that number.
Yeah, the DC is going to be 15,
Oh fuck.
unless things go like
An
wild.
adjustable 15.
Yeah. So that's one success. So yeah, Sully charges forward, slamming the door begins to budge open a little bit as so many undead push against it until Sully charges forward, slamming it closed. Buster.
I'm gonna grab Rosemary's hand
No.
and
no,
start to run
no,
away,
no,
and then
no,
feel resistance.
No.
How do I adjudicate this? knowing Rosemary and the things that she's been through, can I roll an insight check on her to be like, this is just one of her little spells? So I can task other people with like helping her while I ford a path to help everyone else.
Okay.
Can I roll an insight check to check on her just for roleplay and like, because I could just be like, she's fine, whatever, run away. I do want to take care of her and want to check on her. I want to roll an insight check to see like what she's going through.
Go for it.
But then sorry, wrong button. Insight is a +8, so it's actually a 16 because it rolled an 8. I hit the wrong check mark. But I'm mostly just trying to see, like, why is she all of a sudden not wanting to go with me when the zombies are here trying to kill us? Is she seeing ghosts? Is it like, did she get cursed with a hammer? What am I seeing?
I think with the DC 16, Sam, do you want to kind of like... I think you're somewhat familiar with Rosemary's...
Yeah, you see the same level of panic that you've seen before when she's having one of her episodes where she's seeing the ghosts. She's generally not terrified of you, so this is a little new, but she's looking at you like you're one of them.
And Buster kind of goes like, me? Am I?
Yeah, spirit just...
I'm the problem, it's me.
Okay. Olan, Tobias, please check on Rosemary. Bring her with you. I am problem. I'm going to run up the stairs.
I am problem. It's
and
me.
I'm going to run to the point where I found the other exits. I'm going to stick my head out the window, and I'm going to use perception to try and see if those ways are completely like forded off. Like as long as it's not like running into the mist. Like as long as are those paths underneath like the other windows or whatever I found for alternate exits, is that something that we can still get through?
Old perception.
Yo,
27.
big money.
The bunny's got eyes. The bunny's got
Got
eyes.
eyes.
I like seeing stuff.
So Buster, you see, like peeking out, you notice several things at once. You kind of take in. You see kind of hilled forests outside the window here, but you can see this path basically leads to the top of the walls, and I think from the windows, the room you're at, you can kind of see out one window towards the north, towards like the walls and the river, and then one out to the east towards the forest, or west out towards the forest. You see several undead along like the forest line. You can kind of like see some larger strange figures in the mist, like hulking undead. You also notice there is like basically paths to the top of the wall, and there is a bridge. You guys had kind of like parked the boat by the river, walked up a path, and entered the fort that way. There's a bridge that goes over this path, and basically like over to the dock area. And you can kind of like, once you see this, you kind of vaguely remember seeing it when you came in. So you kind of see this alternate path forward.
Yeah, so I'll call out like, I have the exit. Gather everyone, come over to this window, or whatever.
Olin, you kind of get this new information.
Okay.
Still are using here.
I'm gonna use. Bear with me here. I'm gonna use survival to set a trap to slow things if they come in while we're gathering people. I would like to use my Monster Hunters pack to take the flask of oil within and spread it on the floor and set up a torch that, if disturbed, would fall into it and set the monsters on fire.
I dig it. Since you are using some of your resources, I'll give you advantage on the roll.
Okay. Hopefully I won't need it, but God only knows. 23. I did need it.
So it's 3 successes. You kind of get the trap down, freeing this bottom space for y'all to kind of take off running.
And then I'll get poised on the stairs to like help get everybody up there as needed.
Beautiful. Tobias, yeah, I feel like you being on the stairs and Sully probably like holding the door until like the very last minute are like the last ones down in this room as everybody else heads up. Tobias.
I go over to Rosemary and I look her in the eye. I interpose myself between, like, if she's looking at Buster, I'm going to interpose myself, like, sideways slowly so it's not a startle, and say, Rosemary, darling, we got to get out of here. I'm going to take your hand, and I'm going to say everything's going to be okay. Keep looking in my eyes, and if you need me to carry you, just squeeze my hand a little bit, and I'm going to use persuasion to try to get her to move. Because if she's frozen, I don't know if she needs to be picked up and moved.
I don't think he can
Or
carry
if-
her.
I'm not that weak.
Yeah, give me a persuasion check.
And then I'm going to, so that we can just move fast without having to worry about 13.
Dang.
That is a failure.
Rosemary is not having it.
You sound so happy to say that it's a failure.
I'm not happy.
We didn't even fail one on the deadly challenge, did we?
It's more
So-
No.
giddy.
No.
We gotta get knocked down a step or two eventually.
Oh, it's
I
gonna
know.
happen.
I know it's too early for me to use an inspiration. That's only one fail.
First player death of the campaign.
Here we
you-
go. My time to shine.
Hog?
You managed to get Rosemary to like the bottom of the steps, but then like as soon as she sees Buster at the top, she refuses to budge. Rosemary, you do know that the group needs to keep going. There's trap sets downstairs. Sully and Olin are kind of like waiting out to get everybody out of this bottom space. You really don't want to go near Buster.
Can't go near Buster. We do have to go out though. We have to leave. The front door is right there.
Sully's currently holding it,
Yeah, I'm holding the front door.
but because of frightened, you can't get closer to the window or the stairs going up to
That
get
is
them.
correct.
So you were between a rock and a.
If you
Careful.
feel like Rosemary would just kind of like not make a decision and you want to skip this turn based on the roll,
I do feel like she is frozen in this moment because we have to get out. I cannot go up there. I can't go out the front. Oh, our smoke alarm's
You're-
going off.
you're
I
beeping.
was like, why do I hear beeping? Jason took a hot shower, didn't turn the fan on, steam. I already know what happened. Anyway, yeah, I think Rosemary just is frozen. She can't get out the front door. She can't go up the stairs. She's just stuck. Buster is the scariest thing in the world right now.
Is that a failure or a tie?
Should I
Are we
roll
all
a wisdom save?
taking it? Huh?
Should I roll a wisdom save? I say this. I'm bad at wisdom. I got a +1. I would need a 15 or higher for us to pass.
yeah, I'll say roll a
Please.
wisdom save. I don't want to like punish you for making a role play choice too heavily. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
and I'm not close enough to Sully for the aura.
so let's go with a save as kind of like whether it's a tie or a failure, basically.
I'm so excited, guys. Here comes another nat 1.
Oh God!
Close.
Oh, hey, y'all ready to fight this, y'all?
Could you imagine another nat 1 doubling down on no? Fuck that rabbit.
Oh no, it would also be fuck Tobias because I'm right next to him now.
No.
All right.
And just bolting for the front door.
so that's
Hey, at
three
least I got that
successes.
trap set up, guys.
Yeah, 3 successes,
right.
2
I,
failures.
Sully
I
is
think
right next
Rosemary
to-
does bolt from Tobias, but she doesn't get all the way to the door.
Yeah, and at the end of your turn, the ghosts vanish, kind of like freeing you up to then like move with the party, basically.
Yeah.
Doing my
Sully,
best not to take this personally.
you've kind of like everybody's now moving up. Rosemary's shaken off the effects of the sphere, so she's now moving up the stairs.
Oh, God,
Owen's-
sorry.
What do you want to do to kind of move the group forward? Buster has like a way out upstairs.
Can I roll the same thing that I already rolled since it hasn't been used before me?
You cannot. That's
That's-
you can use it. You can't use this thing you rolled last turn, but you would be able to say use athletics like your next turn if you wanted.
Okay. Fuck, I don't know.
By the way,
Rosemary's still at the bottom of the stairs. Can I like bully her up the stairs?
Like like intimidate.
Yeah, like
Call it
intimidation.
bully. Call it peer pressure.
Yeah, can I peer pressure Rosemary to go up the stairs?
Yeah, and this could be like towards the whole group of you, just kind of like move your
That's
shit
like,
kind of
fucking
thing.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna roll intimidation.
Gonna
Yay!
That's pretty
roll
good.
for bull.
That's really good.
Roll for bullying.
Rosemary's self-esteem is shattered.
What self-esteem?
Yeah, so Sully
Fair.
comes up behind, like shoving Rosemary
That
forward,
player.
like shoving Olin up the stairs.
I was
It's only
going
like-
anyway. It's okay.
Is Sully like cursing or saying anything, or is she just mostly just like shoving everybody?
I think she's like, come on, we gotta go. We gotta go. Let's go. Everybody go. Just nervously, like, let's get out of here.
Yeah. You guys head out onto the ramparts of this fortress here. And you can kind of like see the mist slowly rising. It's just now like moving into the courtyard from the large like closed gate outside. But it definitely seems to be like moving in like a shroud surge, similar to the one you guys witnessed when you on your first night in Darkon.
Do we have? We don't have Armand and Lucky Trail with us.
Oh, that is a good point. I think if you are upstairs, like at that point, and everybody's like yelling, I think Armand and Lucky Trail can join you at this point and follow you out to the
Okay.
ramparts.
Just
Armand,
covering our bases.
yeah, Armand has like a lamp, kind of like keeping
He's so prepared.
the dark at bay, and yeah, Lucky I think was up already.
Hmm.
Yeah, because Lucky was on top of the tower with Olin before all this happened.
Yeah. So he's like you see him just like ready to go. As you guys rush across the ramparts here, you hear the flapping of wings. As you see these large like eagle-like creatures. Though obviously undead, you can kind of like see the blank stares. One of them is like neck is kind of twisted in a strange way. But they begin like kind of like flapping down, almost like trying to knock members of your group off these ramparts as you're running across towards the bridge. Buster, what would you like to do?
This complicates things. Okay, so we're running across the ramparts to the bridge. I like to pull out my rope and how does using resources account for checks? Does it like give you extra stuff for the check, or does it like count for a check?
It kind of depends on the resource, but generally, I am saying if you use up a resource, it gives you advantage on the check.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, seeing as this only lasts for a minute, I'm going to use my Steps of the Night, because we're out in the middle of the night, to give myself flying speed. And while these birds are attacking us, I wish to pull out a rope and have it on hand to be able to jump to anyone just in case they get hit or knocked off the bridge, because we are on a precarious rampart. I want to be supporting people. I want to use acrobatics to be able to like get to them quicker, like dive to them, or like jump across the group to be like hold on to the rope.
Okay.
Like keep it all on one like line effectively.
I dig it.
Okay. I've got this.
Herring, herons.
I didn't.
Oh my god.
That was so
How
close.
does that happen?
Buddy.
I don't know.
It's
That
because
was great.
it's because the one die hit the edge of the screen.
You do
Oh,
have your
that's-
inspiration.
That is interference.
It's
that
cocked.
should be
It's
rerolled.
cocked.
It's cocked.
There.
This will
What
be
are we
3
at?
failures.
Oh yeah. I'll go
Only
ahead and
3
use it.
successes. 4
Damn.
successes.
We'd have to get 3 more successes still, or 2 more.
Yeah.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
Viable
guys.
gains.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's a story. I'm flying. I still have fly speed for this battle. Technically, we're good.
Ugh.
All right.
So as Buster's being harried by herons.
Yep. Got big birds on me now.
Yeah. Wait, you know what they say.
Bird up.
Bird up. Yes.
What?
Why?
Old Eric Andre meme.
Bird up. We're bird up, and then we're about to be bird down.
Tweet tweet.
Tweet tweet. Oh no, this is a disaster.
Burp.
Actually, so if we let's take into account there's 2 birds, two large birds. The zombies coming in the front door have been slowed ostensibly. Some of them lit on fire, probably.
Yeah, you're just fighting a couple of birds.
So we're just fighting a couple birds who are rolling shit initiative, by the way. Absolute horrible
Hey,
shit
buddy.
birds.
Hey, buddy.
Oh my god.
They rolled
Giant
better
eagle,
than me.
my guy.
Just yeah, but they're birds. They should be rolling
Okay,
like
no,
crazy.
but they shouldn't be able to use the eagles because they would be seen in.
I need everybody to roll 1d20, please.
Yeah, Grondor is up there, and he's really mad about
yeah,
these birds.
the ear of Grondor would be able to notice them.
It was almost a 20.
I can't fucking
Damn.
type.
What the fuck?
Me and Olin both got it.
Why are we all just?
Hey, low numbers
you
are good though, right?
Are
Oh my
they?
God.
It's golf.
John's just about to kill us all right now.
He's got to take
Uh,
Shit.
to
It
buy
took
us the
16
lowest.
sessions to break him.
It's either golf or paranoia. Either way,
Hey.
low numbers are good.
Don't you punish my best friend.
I'll take it for the group. For the group.
Armand?
I'm glad this happened.
Armand is my son.
Who's
Tobias,
your best
Tobias is
friend?
my best friend.
Okay.
I'll do this theater of the mind. I think that'd be quicker.
2.5 none.
So you guys
quick.
are
A rampart.
running across these ramparts. They're fairly narrow. You're kind of like running in single file. As one of these eagles swoops down and snatches you up, Tobias.
We're gonna
They
save. or is that gonna
completely
save?
snatch him?
Shit, I
Unsnatched.
didn't
Yoinked,
swap.
my guy.
Sorry,
I
are
didn't
these
swap for bait and switch.
are these undead? Are they alive?
They're undead.
Okay.
I was going to swap one of my maneuvers for bait and switch. Would I be able to take Tobias's place?
You
Don't
were
do that.
going to, or did you?
I didn't get to delete it yet. I thought I did last 2 weeks ago, and I did not. And I will tell you, I'm getting rid of goading attack for it.
You can't swap them on like ASI levels, so it is legal technically.
I'm fine with you swapping it. What is bait and switch? Exactly.
Let me ping it in the chat. If I can type. Fuck.
Wop 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 wop.
When you're within 5 feet of a creature on... Oh, it's on my turn. I can expend a superiority die with that creature, provided I spend at least 5 feet of my movement. So not only am I expending a superiority die, John, I'm also expending movement.
It's not your turn. It's not your turn. It's not your turn. Okay.
John,
not your
can I
turn.
use
Okay.
my
It's not your turn.
inspiration?
Your
I-
inspiration for
In
what?
addition,
to make it her turn.
To make it your turn?
To make it work. In addition to burning a superiority die, to burning 5 feet of movement, I am also burning my inspiration.
Don't let her do this.
Don't.
Can't.
No.
This bird grabs Tobias. Flying over like about 10 feet away. We see Buster kind of like take his rope to try and like he like leaps over, uses the rope to try and like catch Tobias, but ends up like
I hit
kind
him in
of-
the thigh with it.
yeah, it's like much the mist out here has kind of like put this like made the ramparts very slick, causing Buster to kind of slip when he goes to throw this rope, and he catches himself but doesn't catch Tobias. So
I tried.
You turned into evil DM now because of your cat.
yes.
And the eagle takes Tobias.
I'm
saying
gonna
Ash.
1
switch
million
this since we're
gold.
actually in combat.
That's it. Ash is now eloping with that
Ooh.
random man who neither of
Okay.
us remember.
Okay.
The
This is too
good
much.
The bass
the
is
good
walking.
heist music. It's the good heist music.
I have a. It's not a meta question, but I do have to ask. Did anybody grab my longbow when I dropped it long ago in the
Probably.
tower? When I turned into Forbidden
Sure.
Light or Forgotten Light? Okay.
Forbidden Light.
Forbidden.
We
Sorry.
weren't like
Spoilers.
we weren't like kicked out. You could go back and grab it. Like we weren't like kicked out.
Not right now.
No, Sully kicked
You could
everyone
say
out.
you already
No, back-
picked it up
back
in front
then.
of
I know.
me.
I was just thinking about it. Okay. I guess I'll just take a fucking shot at this bird. Okay. So bonus action, Planar Warrior, and I will roll to shoot this bird. If I can find my longbow shooting button. This one.
Man, I wish you had this
Does
track
a,
when we were
does a
fighting
25 hit?
25 does hit.
Okay, I will expend a charge of favored foe.
Are you talking the one that has Tobias in its grasp?
Yes, I am.
Cool.
Wait, how high up is the bird though? What if he drops him and then he takes falling damage?
How far above the ground are we?
On the ramparts, you are about 40 feet up.
Would he hit the ground in a turn? In his turn?
He would have the opportunity to like try and grab onto like a tree branch or something.
I mean,
'cause
this
there are
M-
some tall trees.
Is
This
that as a
MF has
reaction
Misty
or as my
Step too,
turn?
so
Maybe as a reaction to you falling.
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not worried about
Well,
it.
I can
Tobias-
teleport, and I get
I was
resistance
gonna
on
say
damage.
Tobias can handle himself in this situation.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna expend a point of favored foe, which does this. But basically, I get to do extra damage against this enemy,
Cool.
which is 1d6 at my current level,
Holla.
and then I untick this because it's not a one-handed weapon. I have 3 global damage modifiers. And I do 17 force damage to the eagle on my first attack.
Nice. Nice. Cool. So it is bloodied.
Okay.
You fire your arrow, striking true into this creature, like right into its throat, and it like kind of like hawks up this like black ichor that like begins dripping from its beak.
Wow. Gross.
Neat.
Then I'll take my second shot,
All right.
which does an 11 hit?
I
feel like it might.
They're
They're probably
undead.
higher dexterity than that.
Yeah, it does not.
Okay.
But
They
like,
are
they're
big
undead.
things.
So I whiff the second shot, but
Cool. Yeah, just like barely like flaps a wing like strangely, and you miss. Anything else, Solon?
that's my whole damn turn. I used all my actions.
All right,
I
Tobias.
used all my actions.
I used all my actions. That favored foe thing is just if I hit, I get to use it. Doesn't even cost a bonus action or anything.
I use my Misty Ward, and I Misty step 30 feet diagonally. So like I'll get as low and as close, like as low as possible to the ramparts. But no matter what, I want to like maintain, like I want to be right above it. Do you keep your momentum when you teleport?
I don't think so.
No. Well, I guess that's DM discretion. I always would know
I think generally no. But
because you're
'Cause
cutting it off.
I would just have to like kind of like teleport to a space where I think I would land on top of the rampart parts if I kept my momentum.
I got you.
How I feel personally it goes is you cut off the momentum so it restarts the inertia once you come out of the teleportation.
I think it really depends on the teleport.
That also.
Like, do you create a little hole that you fall through, or are you turning into mist and moving?
yeah, what's your
I- I
lore?
What's your
my
flavor?
shadow moves, and it's like it's my body stays there, my shadow moves, and to finish the teleport, my body takes its place.
I'm pretty sure that's like a move in Dishonored. Cool. I dig it. So I don't think there's like any momentum necessarily for this. I don't think you need it. I think you could just kind of like stretch the shadow up there in an area where you would be able to like kind of land.
Oh, am I within 30 feet of the rampart?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll just do that. In case I would take fall damage, I
so
would
you
want to
kinda-
make sure I get on top of the rampart.
Teleport from the eagle's talons. Cool. Anything else?
As soon as I teleport and go on top of it, I'd fire 2 dread spears at it.
Beautiful.
I have no advantage on this roll for any reason, right? 18. Does an 18 hit?
18 does hit.
Plus 11. Do I have an advantage?
14 force damage.
It looks rough.
All right, and here we go again. 20.
That'll hit as well.
7 force damage.
This bird explodes in the air as your 2 bolts of force slam into it, just ripping it apart. And as the 2 chunks, or several chunks of the undead eagle fall to the ground.
I look to Olin and I say, "Thanks for softening it up for me, Olin."
Anything for you, buddy.
Ah,
Armand's
ramen
like,
on me later.
Armand's like, that's an endangered species.
He doesn't eat.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Armand.
It
It's
was
already dead.
It is right. Rosemary.
oh gosh. All right. It's a bad time to get rid of goading attack, isn't it? So this other one is not even close to me.
No, it's probably about like 10 feet away.
Hey,
It's not that far. but-
Sorry to be that guy.
Yeah.
Shouldn't the eagle go first?
Actually, the eagle should
Oh,
go
the
first.
eagle
It's got
should
an
go
8.
first.
I've got a 5. I rolled like shit.
No.
Which
the
I even
smoker's
made
dead.
that joke.
Hey,
earlier.
I've got to be
Queen-
honest. I've got to be honest. The eagle would have gone before me too, but do you want to let that stand and then keep going for next round?
I
To
think I'm
Oh.
before you. Oh, it would have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Queen, you were occupied. It's okay. Self-care.
Self-care.
Uh,
Self-care is a bottle of whiskey.
Sometimes self-care is a natural one.
okay. I think it is going to.
And I'm using my movement to keep going wherever we're going. By the way, I'm assuming we're still running, right?
Yeah, that sounds good. You can hear screaming and see smoke begin coming up from downstairs.
The trap
Who
works.
was still in there?
Wait, the zombies are screaming?
There
Fuck those
is
Zambos.
screaming amongst the zombies.
Can I get a
That's
a-
terrifying.
Can I get a fat insight check
Yeah.
to see if they're all zombies in there? Just an absolutely massive insight check. A 12? How massive is that? Is that massive enough?
I mean, hard to tell.
It doesn't change anything. Let me clarify. Doesn't matter. That's for me, the player.
That's a vibe check.
I'm just really trying to check
okay.
the vibe of these zombies.
Really need this. I'm like holding this
vibes are
cat, and I
in.
realize I need
The
multiple. hands,
vibes
but I'm
are
trying
putrid.
to- Solely.
Yes.
Wait, what? You skipped me.
What are you talking about? I'm
You
not saying
think-
it's Sully's turn. I'm saying the
Oh,
eagle's
okay.
attacking Sully. I'm
Oh,
still doing
never
the eagle's
mind.
turn.
What?
Word up.
Eagles me?
Wait, how close is Sully to me? This is important.
Roll a
Is she
d20.
within 5 feet of me?
It's not your
This is
turn.
very-
I don't
No,
know.
it doesn't matter. This
You
is
can,
important.
y'all can tell me.
I forgot about this on Tobias's turn.
But I mean, Sully was in the back of the group.
She was pushing
Yeah.
Rosemary.
I was.
I would like to attack it with Sentinel.
Okay.
Oh, but I don't have the hammer out, so
Does it take a bonus action or something?
it takes a bonus action.
No.
Re-attack?
Does a 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Oh, ignore the extra 8. That's the hammer still on. Just 11 damage, and it cannot move.
Okay. Yeah, it tries to like grab you, but it fails to do that both times, and in its frustration, you kind of like avoid its talons, and in its frustration, it just like thrusts its beak towards you. This is the one that's next broken too, so it's really just like stabbing its beak at you.
Brutal.
You're gonna take 8 piercing damage. Rosemary, it is your turn.
Okay. Bonus action. Pull out the hammer. Like, sheathe the sword. Hammer comes out.
Yeah, so you see as Rosemary summons this hammer, the tattoo like slides from your hand and like kind of like becoming this solid object in your hand, and you have like this black. It looks like it has like almost angel wing type. It has like a wing shape to the hammer itself, and then there's just like a kind of a skull on either side of the hammer.
That's so cool. I want this hammer.
It's fucking cool.
Shield up. Hammer up. Swinging at this stupid bird. And it's undead, which means I do get the extra.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh, the dice tell a story every day. The dice
Oh
tell me a
no.
story. This is unreal.
Oh my gosh.
Is there a
John,
funny
I-
thing that happens with the hammer
I
on the
am-
nat one? Please.
One nat one behind you, John.
There's so
That's
many nat
impressive.
ones.
Steven still hasn't rolled one.
Not one.
Right.
Only one nat one behind the DM who rolls more dice than all.
It's impressive. Oh, he's changing
Oh,
the
I thought you
damn
got-
jazz music. You're
You got rid of
fucked.
the.
It's
the
it's
heist
over.
of John.
I already have a new character concept. We're all good if I die.
He's playing the sad music.
No, dude, I'm just gonna give it back to this one.
Rika.
You go to swing your hammer when all of a sudden there is most of the ghosts you see are like these small spirits, but suddenly there's standing a figure. A man stands in front of you, looking like the spirit of the figure from your memory.
Fuck.
An elven figure, eyes with a like cloth wrap around them, like trinkets hanging off their clothes, just standing in front of you, like screaming
Can I
a
hear?
word. No, it's like a wordless scream. There's no sound coming from this ghost, but it's like right in front of you, like encompassing all of your vision, causing you. Roll me a 1d4.
Yeah, no problem, man. 1d4, coming right up. 3, I'm really good at 3s.
Okay. Yeah, so this figure is just like between you and the eagle. You are completely frightened of the eagle itself. That is kind of like,
Whisper something to you.
all right.
Just because I do have another attack, but I feel like this would be funnier. Sorry, I'm typing really slow.
This session, guys, kind of sucks.
Wild. Wild energy.
The dice telling.
I'm loving it though.
Story.
This is like as
This is great.
good as all the storytelling has been. Like the actual
How-
storytelling, this is incredible.
Yeah. We also needed. We really needed one of these
Mean. Why are you making
low
me
roll
Yeah.
episodes.
Roll me a dex save, Rosemary.
Don't
Yeah,
fall
no
off the
problem.
fucking ramparts.
Oh my gosh.
It automatically does disadvantage because I'm in heavy armor, right? I just remembered that. I should have remembered.
Is
But
that
you
all
have-
dex
you have-
saves?
You have plus
No,
3.
that's
You have
just-
plus 3.
That's just stealth.
Oh, that's just.
Yeah, that's just so.
Thank
Yeah, that's just
God.
stealth.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hey!
Please.
Huge. Huge save.
I am sweating. I'm gonna. Alright.
I imagine like Sully just kind of like you turn like almost like falling backwards, and Sully you see Sully just like standing there like looking at you.
Just catch myself because I see Sully. Sully's a real thing. Sully, I can trust.
You can't trust
Sully we
birds.
trust.
Birds aren't real.
Oh, I do have one more attack. You know what? I will forego my next attack.
Who are you gonna attack?
I was gonna attack the ghost.
Yeah, I mean, you can say you swing at it. You don't do any damage. You swing at this ghost.
She's just screaming incomprehensibly.
Yeah, and Sully, you just see her swing at nothing.
So I don't see a ghost.
You don't see a ghost.
I just see the bird.
You just see the bird.
With 0 movement speed.
The bird does have 0 movement speed, and it is within
So
5
it's-
feet reach of you.
It's not moving.
Yeah.
And Rosemary's freaking out.
And Rosemary's freaking out and attacking, like, in front. Not attacking the bird, but attacking at
I'm
something.
just picturing this in my head, and there's a bird that's just stuck there, and Rosemary's just running around swinging at invisible shit, and the bird's just there. An obvious target.
Yeah, the
But
bird.
no.
Yeah, the bird seems kind of like Unsure. Yeah. what it's
Okay.
doing.
Sully's gonna run up and smash this bird with her maul. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Do it to it. 24 will hit. 13 bludgeoning damage. Are you doing any sort of divine smite?
No, but I do get 2 attacks, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Has Sully rolled beneath a 10 this entire campaign?
Yes. Yes, she has.
On a like an attack roll
3
though?
times. She has rolled once, that is it.
3 times. It's wild.
That'll hit
18.
as well.
Bird up.
That's 24
Bow,
damage.
bow, bow, bow.
Beautiful. Sully like leaps forward with her hammer or her maul like slamming into this bird, the crunching of bone as the second attack lands, like finishing off like the broken neck like goes even further down, and the body just kind of drops over the side of the parapets. And you guys
It's okay. Mary killed the bird.
I am assuming the ghost is still there.
yeah, it's
She's just screaming, he's still there!
Oh no. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see anything.
The prince is right there!
And it'll be a few more seconds. We are going to, since we've finished the combat section, I think how I'm going to do this now is have a kind of smaller check. You've made it most of the way. You set yourself up for an easy time making it.
Easy.
So you just need 3 successes before
Easy as long as I don't roll.
3 failures to prevent yourself from being pulled into further combat.
Like death
3
saves.
successes.
And with Sully, you've kind of finished off the bird. I'm going to keep going in turn order and go with Buster.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be a fool not to use perception, seeing as how I'm flying. I'm a little bit above and ahead of everyone. Use perception to make sure that, like, you know, the bridge isn't out, that, like, we're not facing anything actively to worry about, that, like, we don't have zombies in the boat we're going to.
Yeah, scouting ahead. I dig it. Roll me a perception. It's
11,
success.
baby.
Dirty 20.
Beautiful. Buster charges forward, scouting ahead. Clear path. Run across. You do see several zombies down below, and you can see the mist seems to be like rising up in the courtyard. Though there's like a bubble that you can just make out as through the like collapsing mist around the boat itself, from Lucky's mist token. But the mists themselves are kind of like rising up to the level of the wall almost. Olin. Grimalkin running beside you.
Little cat. Little cat. Okay. Let's see here. I'm trying to think if there's a way I can use survival. Which I guess bog traveling through the like weird boggy swampiness. Just like trying to navigate through without getting stuck in the riverbed, that kind of stuff. I think that could be a survival check.
Yeah, for you guys, kind of like scrambling down and
Or
like,
even
making
if Owen gets ahead of everybody to like scout this out before everyone hops off. Because
Yeah.
Owen also has 45 base movement speed. So I could definitely get ahead of people.
Cool.
To check
You-
this out.
Yeah, you head towards the end. Go ahead and give me the survival check. You kind of there's a rope ladder down at the end of this that leads down towards like the riverbed and near the dock. Where you'll be
15.
going. That's 2 successes. And yeah, you get down, clear the way. You can hear undead coming through the fog nearby. But the boat is there, ready and safe, and looks clear as the group kind of like begins heading down. As the zombies begin crowding into the mist, Lucky and Armand make their way down. You can hear danger right on the edge.
Okay.
Tobias, what are you doing? That's 2 successes.
What's behind me? Directly behind me, because we're on the ramparts. We're single file.
You guys are down off the ramparts now. You're actually like down on the docks below. You've crossed the bridge. You're down on the docks. You have the boat in front of you. You have undead in the mist heading towards you. And you can hear, I think, more like flapping wings in the mist itself. So behind you. No, go ahead.
What kind of bridge is it?
The bridge is like a stone. It's like a stone bridge that crosses over the path.
Oh, okay. Rosemary's moving too.
Yes.
She's with us.
I feel like she'll gladly move
Are
away
there-
from the ramparts.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. Are there any boulders around anything that's large enough to slow or hinder or stop?
Yes. I guess it would depend on what you're trying to do. There's probably like some rocks you could use to block up the path.
Well, I don't. This might be stretching it, but I want to use Vortex Warp to put something on the bridge.
Oh, what does Vortex Warp do?
It teleports things that I see. But to be fair, it might not say. I don't know what it says exactly. It just says the target.
Oh, it says a creature.
Another creature.
Hmm.
So, oh no, we're probably too gone from that.
Oh, the dead eagle.
Yeah, I was gonna say that maybe I could get the dead eagle to stack up on those. Okay. I want to use stealth somehow, but can I use stealth to kind of? This might be more survival, but I want to use stealth to try to, when we reach the boat, make it as quiet as possible, so we're not that easy of a target for it.
Yeah.
How's that work?
I think that sounds good. You're trying to keep the group quiet and trying to like you're down here. You know there are undead coming across the bridge, and you know there are undead out in the mists, but maybe they don't know where you are. So you're trying to make as little noise as you can headed into the boat. Making a stealth check.
Can I also add a minor illusion as well? Because I want to use a minor illusion 5-foot cube boulder or box or something blocking the way of the bridge.
Okay. I dig
If
it.
that's okay.
That's fine. You can make it with advantage. Oh wait, you're not really.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
not really helping stealth. So
Yeah,
either way,
you can still do that. Yeah, that doesn't
Advantage or
really use
no?
a resource. No advantage for this.
no advantage. Yeah, and it's a cantrip, so
Yeah, I'll say it will affect like if
19.
you guys fail what you have to deal with. Right. That's a success. So it's 3 successes.
On the cusp
You guys-
of one.
You guys quietly get into the boat and make your way on the deep waters of the river. The river takes you away as you sail down. You see, you go deeper into the mists as the water drags you away from Shrouder Keep. Lucky kind of, I don't know, broke harpsichord. No, I think I want this one. This is the one.
traveling doesn't count as downtime at all, right? We can't do any projects on while traveling.
No, you'd have to be no. And you guys have only really been gone
A day.
like a day or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of days.
Downtime's a week.
So y'all ride out. It's nighttime. And you, I think about like 2 hours. Sorry, no, I'm doing weird math in my head. About 3 hours. You guys are on this boat, going down the river. In the wee hours of the morning, you guys emerge from the river as it flows onto a large lake. You see, as you break through the mist, you see the sun slowly rising over the horizon, over like several mountains, and you can even see what looks like the sparkling city of Iluluk in the distance. From the lake, you see this iridescent green and blue algae that seems to grow, kind of filling this like base and like lighting up a kind of strange light with the dawn light kind of mixing with it, as you move onto the lake. You see strange shadows swimming beneath the surface, and you see Lucky Trail kind of like looking around, as if trying to get like a lay of the land. Rosemary, as you, I just saw your message. I say let's. Do you want to ask that question so the class can hear?
No, I was gonna whisper roll it.
All right.
Can I use my inspiration to make her tell the class?
It's nothing serious. I just didn't want to disrupt the flow of the story.
Yeah. Rosemary, you're kind of sitting there thinking of the image of that ghost and trying to see if you can figure out the words he was screaming. Go ahead and give me insight or perception.
That's the exact same. Feeling like this one's gonna do better.
He seemed to be yelling one word. I'm gonna whisper it.
Ooh.
Deal.
Oh.
Pickle.
Oh no, that's sad.
I know it's
All
like a
right.
little pickle.
Dude.
Sweet.
Yo.
And so you have kind of like this eerie, peaceful moment here. Like you've been running from undead, you had this encounter with death. Now you're kind of floating on the lake as yeah, Lucky begins like kind of casually rowing. Whoever's still helping in this moment to like cross this lake, though you know it'll be a little bit of time. What are y'all doing?
Can I identify the algae?
Give me a survival check or a nature check.
I love to give survival checks. That dice went fucking crazy. 24.
Ooh, yeah. So this particular algae
he's typing.
It's known as Aurora algae before the strange color patterns it creates. It's a fairly like by itself is a pretty harmless algae. You've seen it in some places around the lands of Mist. It obviously is fluorescent, But you also know with a 24 that this algae tends to form and grow in areas where there is like lots of psychic energy.
Okay.
It seems to be like drawn to like psychic energy in water. So usually there's like some sort of strange life, like living or something that the algae is feeding off of, some sort of psychic energy.
So do I get the impression that it's something like from Iloluk, or do I think it's something in the lake itself?
I think you get the sense, especially with like the way the algae is like growing, that it's
Yeah.
something in the lake itself.
That's fucking terrifying. Cool, thank you. I hate it. Awesome. I think that's what Olin does, and then helps row or whatever as best they can.
Lucky is grateful. I think he makes some comment about he's like, yes, this algae is beautiful, eh? It's a rare type called scale algae for the way it shimmers like a dragon's scales in the water.
I can see why you would call it that. It reminds me of algae I've seen in other places, but only rarely. It reminds me of the skies in the most frigid areas we've been to.
If anyone wants to give me an insight check on Lucky right now.
Oh, you know.
Wow, 24.
It's a good insight check. This man's is insightful.
I'm busy
their
inciting on
Z's.
myself.
How is Tobias's insight
Oh
so
my
bad?
god. I decided to roll for him this time instead of giving him a flat DC.
How'd he do? You have to let me know if it's a nat one, just because we're so close.
No, it's not a nat one. Yeah, I mean, you can tell Lucky has seen this stuff a dozen times. Like, obviously, Olin, this is probably some local name for this algae versus like what you know as its like scientific name.
It's genus.
Yeah. So, but none of y'all necessarily, nothing really off-putting. You know, obviously, like he's an amazing guide and he's rocking it.
From DC? What is this?
I rolled a check for him.
None of you? My god. What do you
Did he
want?
not?
Not even the 24 got it?
All right, keep your secrets.
I just want to know for the counter.
I rolled a total of 25 for Lucky on
God
this.
damn.
Son
Close.
of a bitch.
That's what happens when you roll NPCs as characters.
And so Lucky, yeah, he kind of like keeps going. Each of you. Oh, what are the rest of you doing? Is they're kind of rowing the boat. Buster, you said you were.
Also rowing, probably.
Okay. That's pretty much all the oars taken up on this little boat. What are you doing, Sully?
I'm just sitting there twiddling my thumbs, waiting for us to land.
Oh,
Are you like taking in the scenery, or are you just like literally just sitting there like disassociating in the boat, or what?
I think Sully's disassociating in the boat.
Cool. Rosemary?
You know, after she's figured out what was being shouted, she thinks, she might, like, apologize to Buster. You know, I'm real sorry. I just, you know, there were ghosts on ya, and I was real scared, and, you know, it's nothing about you personally, but if there are ghosts near you, I can't go near you because, ghosts are bad. You seemed a little offended.
No, it is not. I do not willingly invite ghosts other than my spirit guardians, but I make sure whenever they are approached, they look different enough that they are not ghost-like in nature.
Okay, yeah, because, they were like, there was a little, like, a mini dragon thing around ya and a little woman flying around. It was a whole thing.
I did not see this. I did not feel ghosts. I
Oh
did not
gosh, they
feel...
were, like, right in front of your face and on ya, and you didn't even notice?
I usually have good time noticing things like this, but no.
The masked guy even showed back up right in front of that giant undead bird thing. You didn't see him either?
The what guy?
The guy with the thing?
A little more specific on your proper nouns, please, with thing.
She remembers the vision she got, right?
Yeah. But she
Yeah.
was the only one that saw it.
Okay, she would use his proper title, which Rosemary remembers. Sam vaguely wrote down somewhere, Forgotten Prince.
The Forgotten Prince and the King of Nowhere.
What do you know about Forgotten Prince?
I don't know, when Death kinda, smooched the forehead pretty rudely. He didn't even ask, he just went for it.
Consent is key.
Consent is important. If you don't get enthusiastic, yes, it's a no.
I mean, I know. I've been around the block.
Yeah, Buster, if you would like to make like an intelligence check, Arcana,
Okay.
maybe religion. Nice. And I was gonna say you'd have advantage anyway, since this is like related to Fae and specifically from like.
Sure, why not?
Just in case.
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah,
it's
it's
right
close.
there.
It's
right
Taunting
there.
me. It's
It's
taunting me.
cocked. Reroll.
Yeah, so Buster, you are familiar with several powerful archfey who come from Thelanis. There is one such prince, rumored to come from Thelanis itself, the Forgotten Prince, who's kind of like the patron saint of all forgotten and lost things. Though where his court has been kind of lost for some time, because there was like a period of unrest within the Feywild where now there are like some Fey towers that like shift in and out of Thelanis itself, mostly to Eberron's material plane, but sometimes to other places, and the Forgotten Prince's realm has been lost, his court lost for some time.
I feel like Buster actually might have heard about that early on in his time in the Feywild and been like, oh, Forgotten Prince, same kind of deal. I'm technically like a Forgotten Prince. I gotta stay the fuck away from that guy. I don't want him digging into my stuff. I don't want
in
him
on his domain.
just the fucking conversation to have with one of these archfey, be like, oh, you're a lost prince, oh, I'm a lost prince and an archfey, and then you have to compare yourself on all of the other stuff that you're not an archfey about. That is not shit that I want to get into.
It's
right
like
now.
wearing the same outfit to a party.
Yeah, it's like one of us has to change, and clearly I'm gonna be the one who has to fucking change. I'm not a goddamn archfey. Like, come on, I can't deal with that.
But yeah, whoever I was looking at, he called her his daughter. John,
This
did
was
I get
good.
the feeling that was me? Or was I looking at someone else?
You were seeing it it was from your perspective.
Oh, then correction. He called me his daughter. But I don't have a father. I only have mother.
This was
Was Mary an archfey? Hold on.
She does not give me vibe of arch.
No, gosh, no. Gosh, could you imagine?
This does make sense though if you are Fae.
Oh, no, I'm not a Fae. I've got a
Is this why
mother.
you put so much emphasis on the fact that you were a human in the beginning of this campaign? This is exactly why. Because you're not actually a human.
Is this why you're so
Bamboozled this
zesty?
whole thing. Oh my god.
You know, I'm just a normal human girl. I got a mother.
No, I'm not.
I have to be honest.
You liar.
Your mother doesn't really seem like the marrying type. I
Yeah,
feel
you
like,
know, she doesn't like to be tied down, so I just got a mother, no father.
maybe
just-
maybe like a widower, but
Oh, you know, and she like instinctively reaches up towards her earring and stops herself.
I wouldn't ask your mom about
I
that.
never asked her.
I don't- It's a sensitive topic.
There are very many things in the miracle of life, but a child without father is not one of them usually.
No, I don't think mother, mother is just real impressive, real powerful. I think she can do it on her own.
Sorry, how many
You, like,
how many sisters do you have?
Like, is this
I've got
budding?
7 sisters. There's 8 of us.
Octomom.
She could be sponge. This could be budding. Or like starfish, how they lose leg, grow 2 starfish.
If they
Or
all
like
look,
a worm.
they-
Mother would not like to be compared to any of these things. Mother is just a wonderful woman and a wonderful mother.
if they all look the same, I mean, budding seems pretty likely.
But
I get real
she
close to
will-
Rosemary and I sniff her. Does she smell like a fungus?
Give me a nature check or survival.
I'd like to give him advantage on,
Or
on this
perception.
check.
I mean, if you're gonna give
Is
me
this-
perception, I'm gonna take
Is
it.
this how I get found out? Olin is giving you advantage with the help
Oh.
action they said.
Is that just Olin also
Better.
leaning in and sniffing with him?
Yeah, absolutely. Olin went to college.
Wafting.
Oh gosh, she's gonna keep her arms down. No stinky pits for ya.
The best part about this is Olin can't smell anything.
I'm fully. Initially, I was joking about the Forgotten Prince thing. I was like, "Are you talking about me?" But then I stumbled into like real Fey knowledge. I'm sniffing you because I'm joking about the fungus thing. But if I find out that you're an actual fungus person, I'm gonna lose my mind. Lose my mind. I can't do this, dude. Just give me the answer.
You
Say it.
sniff at Rosemary. Olin there being like sniffing almost seems to like enhance your like desire to know what this smell is.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a whiff
My nose moves
of,
faster because I'm a bunny, and he just bunny noses move real quick.
yeah, you smell lots of like wet cloth, smell of oiled armor and weapons.
Gotta take care of them.
Peppermint oil.
You smell, even I think you're somewhat familiar with like a little bit of magic on her. And deep behind all of that, there is a little whiff of something almost perhaps plant or fungus matter that's like behind all of that.
Oh my god.
I can't fucking believe it.
I need to walk away.
This was a
I've
bit.
been
This was a
found
bit.
out.
The whole fucking time it was a bit, and I just fucking carved through it. Like, I cannot believe.
I've been found out. I need to leave.
All this
I'm
time.
so angry that I found out the secret like this. If it was any other way, it'd have been perfect. The fact that I was joking the whole time, that I found out you're a fucking fungus person.
I'm not. That's what makes it even better.
I'm so confused.
This is the worst
But there
session
is
we've
a-
ever had.
There is a relation, a little bit of like familiarity with other Fae shit that I've smelled because, you know, I spent a long time there. She's all of a sudden bringing up a Forgotten
Yeah.
Prince, a court that she should not fucking know about.
I think with the 23 perception, I'll let you know. Like you're doing the sniff, and it doesn't seem like she's like made a fungus or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But there's like something like that seems tied to like plant or like, even though they're not super related, kind of some sort of like powerful natural magic that Rosemary like seems to have like originated from in some way from Mother. Like there's some ties of magic that have to do with that. But Rosemary herself seems to be flesh and blood.
A humanoid at the very least.
The name of the plant spices, she's smelling earthly, but also like old
She would
nature magic.
also. Oh, sorry.
Like a weird, like,
Give me-
spice rack simulacrum.
Give me an Arcana check real quick.
I
Spice
know
Rex
nothing.
simulacrum. Can I help him?
Know nothing about magic.
I want him to figure this out, so I'm
You
talking
can-
about Mother and my weird vision.
You can help him if you'd
Yeah.
like.
Help action. Take it, homie.
Oh!
Hey!
Keep getting away with it. I cannot keep getting away with it.
Cheers, I'll drink to that, bro.
Buster, once you were traveling in the Feywild and came upon a small hut near a riverside,
Didn't get this much.
you'd heard of some murders, disappearances of people around this area. So you're kind of helping check this out, see what was up. Through your investigations, you met a green hag that was associated with this, a creature of the river, a creature of the earth, and she smelled of it much more strongly. But that is the smell that you are reminded of right now, this close to Rosemary, this close to smelling her, this like unnatural almost earth, water, swampy, like dark magic is somehow Rosemary is touched by it.
But she would relay the whole vision that she had last episode.
Meeting the Forgotten Prince. Yeah, and the nickname as well.
Yeah, because she said dill pickle to death, and she feels like she needs to explain, no, that wasn't just a weird thing, that was actually a... I wasn't just, like, craving food.
Now I want to look very deeply into each little detail. Dill pickles are fermented.
Gosh, I don't... I mean, is, like, gestation, you know, pregnancy the same as fermentation?
Not really. One of them takes a lot more
Okay.
vinegar.
I need everyone to make wisdom saves for me.
Shit.
I would prefer not to.
You cannot make me.
Man, I
I
really... I want to jump into the fucking lake.
Nat one. Fuck.
That was rolled as good as I
Hello?
Oh,
Oh shit!
Ah!
I technically rolled a 29.
Holy shit.
oh,
I didn't.
I rolled a 3!
Blessing.
Woo!
24.
Well, yours is technically a 6 because of the blessing.
Yes,
Wait,
Sully,
do
I
get your
think
own
you should.
blessing?
Yeah, you should have your own.
You get benefit
Bonus.
from your aura
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
So it's
Usually,
6.
usually it adds it by its.
I have to.
Oh,
check
it's because you
them
did it. Yeah, you did a check instead of a save, which is why
Oh.
you actually have. A +7
Oh, wait.
total.
Hold on. Should I click that now?
If you would like to use your inspiration to re-roll, you can. Otherwise, we'll just add the total bonus on that. It's still a loss.
Plus 7?
Yeah, it's +7 +3 though, right?
Oh, so
Which
it's
puts me at
No, it's-
13.
It's +7 total. It's already counted in that +7.
No, I mean the +3 for my.
Yes, your sheet already calculates that +3 into all of your saves automatically. So for wisdom,
Oh.
for instance, you only have a +1 plus your proficiency, which make it +4, but then you get that +3, which pushes it to +7.
Okay.
Oh.
So it's just
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna use my inspiration.
Here we
Beautiful.
are rowing across a lake, and I'm just sniffing you.
I'm rowing, and
That's what's
we're
happening.
both rowing and we're both sniffing.
Like,
It'd be like
I'm
that
getting
sometimes.
Details of green hag. Whatever happens, happens.
So there is this moment. And I have all these saves here. All of you hear a voice.
Is this a charm effect?
It is not a charm effect.
Okay. Because I would have advantage.
I think I might also. Not that it matters, but
Oh, actually, this actually is a charm effect.
So I get advantage.
Go for it.
Much better. 21.
Cool. You hear a voice. No, wrong one. You hear a voice in your mind. Who comes to my waters? Who comes to be drowned? And you all get the sense that you can, like, reach out to this voice and form a psychic link and communicate back to them. Who would like to do that?
Not me. I'm all low. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Just a bunch of mist wardens trying to head along to our next spot. We'd really like to not be drowned.
So you do, Tobias, you reach back out through that connection? Yeah. Cool. Anybody else?
Yeah, Buster will.
yeah, if the Olin will simply say, "If you'd like to drown anyone, I would recommend me. I'm extremely good at drowning."
Easily drownable.
I'm not that strong of a swimmer. Please, no thank you.
Everybody reaches out.
Not me. Not reaching out.
No, that's said out loud.
You
Psychically,
don't reach out through the psychic link.
She doesn't say it because she thinks she can just say it out loud and it will be heard.
Beautiful. So nobody made the connection that failed to save. So I probably should have had you make this after. It's fine. This voice, for all those that are connected, you all hear each other's thoughts back to this thing at the same time. You suddenly feel yourselves pulled into the psychic web, which I believe is everybody except Rosemary and Sully.
Boys Club.
Armand does not. Lucky Trails is like, what's going on? And like you hear his voice like connect to the thing. So.
Oh no.
You would prefer not to be drowned, except for the undead one who is very good at being drowned. Is that correct?
I guess so.
I believe this is long and short of it. We are just passing through. We did not know that these were your waters. Sorry for encroaching.
Can I get a read on this thing's like presence, I guess? Or like what it is? Especially because of my algae thing, knowing that it's some kind of powerful psychic being, probably.
Yeah, go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Okay. With advantage or straight?
I'll give you advantage for having the algae knowledge.
12.
Yeah, you have no fucking clue what this voice is.
I look at everybody and I'm like,
It hasn't responded to my verbal cue.
And did not respond to your.
That's rude.
Say out loud.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck this thing is.
The first time you've ever heard Olin swear.
Rosemary just holds out the jar.
Okay, it's got 2 gold in it now.
Lucky Trail speaks up and says, "Oh, this is the guardian of the lake. I think if we give it a gift, a tribute of some sort, it shall let us pass."
It should let us pass. You have made this trip many times. How the fuck do you not know that this is Guardian of Lake? How did you not warn us previously?
I usually escape the guardian, but forced to travel at dawn is the worst time. It's all because of that event back at the keep. It's thrown off my timing.
He sleeps during day.
I kind of want to.
During night.
I kind of want to meet this thing. He could prove to be a valuable ally.
The creature reaches out and says, "Several of your minds are strong. I want to get a better taste of them." And you hear something like thunk against the bottom of the boat. Something loud and heavy.
I'll check it.
Yeah, I want to say Sully
I'll
was
look.
dissociated until now, and then the loud thunk brought her out of it.
I think to it, and I think, is there anything that you want besides that? Like, I don't know, a nice, a riddle game or something?
Oh,
Like a sphinx.
no. Oh no.
So anybody looking in the water trying to see this thing, give me a perception check at disadvantage. Because the water's kind of brackish and glowing. The light at the top kind of messes with your ability to
Alright.
see through.
Nat 1, here we go. Damn it.
Okay, there's some good rolls in there.
Now my rolls are trash. You said something about my rolls earlier, and now they're garbage.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Fuck.
Damn, why you always rolling like garbage? Does that help?
Damn. Girl.
Hopefully
Them
my
rolls is
next roll will be
garbage.
better.
Counteracted.
So you hear the voice. Riddles. Games you think will entertain me so that I will let you live.
Well, I mean, everyone I show this game to, they have a great time, and I pull out my playing card set. I'm assuming you can see this through my eyes, and I start laying out speed.
All right. I will say, Rosemary, you're the only one who gets a glimpse of this creature beneath the water. You see, and you only really get a glimpse, but you see several tentacles, like the shadow of them, as it's like swims beneath the water.
John,
Is it
is
too
this
late
the
to flirt
thing-
with it?
Is this the thing that I think it is that everyone memed me about in Doterra?
Probably.
Okay.
Well, at least a version of it.
Got it.
Got
it.
What was your question, Ray?
Oh, now it feels silly. I asked if it was too late to flirt with it. It was a joke. I'm not flirting with it. I'm just meaning.
You gotta take a level in Bard
If
for that.
you're into a certain type of anime,
I think I do think
Heavy
that
thoughts.
Olin would have put a hand in the water.
Okay. That's
Just
what
for-
happens.
Just say out loud, like, please don't let it eat your mind. We
I do think there's like this moment when you have your hand underwater where you feel like something like slimy, like briefly touch like the tips of your hand.
Okay.
I'll make the connection now and be like, oh, is that whoever's talking to us? Not even realizing she made the connection, just thinking.
Tobias, to you, the creature says, I can only see through your eyes if you open your mind up to me.
Okay. And I go,
Local himbo fucking dies.
What the fuck? I wanted to be the first character death.
Hey, if Tobias does it, Owen's in too.
hey, let's go.
I
He doesn't know what is about to hit this guy.
TPK.
I question a lot
He's-
of the decisions that have been made recently.
He's the problem. Listen, I already got a lot of things going on up in here, bouncing around. So let's go ahead.
You think you can handle this, bud?
Yeah.
Come on in.
Oh, I can't. I know something
You're
else. that
trapped in
might.
here with me.
Yeah.
Maybe a Constitution saving throw real quick.
On me?
Yeah.
20.
Beautiful, beautiful. That's just a secondary effect, because you're letting it in. So you're choosing to fail the wisdom save, basically, to let this thing push through your mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna.
It's so nice to have Constitution proficiency in Constitution saving throws. It's so nice.
You are charmed.
Okay.
Advantage? I mean, you passed it, I guess. Maybe not.
He chose to
Well,
fail.
I
He
chose.
chose to fail the wisdom. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, this Constitution is just for a secondary effect. That
Is Olin in here with me, or is Olin still not with me, or is he not?
I mean, all of you can hear the voices, but you're the only one that's like
Okay.
being affected by this particular thing.
Then I'm assuming Olin's just like watching over me to be like,
Yeah, making
Oh.
sure everything's chill.
Chill.
Ready to jump in if necessary.
Sorry, I'm sending some information over to Tobias currently.
This is
"Oh, let's
so
go."
Oh,
This,
This
is,
is
this over
so
Discord
fun
or
for you.
whispers?
I'm gonna whisper you in roll 20.
Okay. Yeah.
This is your new character.
I am really excited for you.
you get to play the lake squid.
Oh my fucking god, you didn't whisper it.
It didn't whisper.
It's
I
one
already
of
knew what it was.
those.
You
I knew
whispered
it was too. I knew it was the whole time. I can't believe it. It's one of them.
Yep, it's what I got memed about in doTERRA.
Why'd you get memed about?
So I ran a game with an aboleth, and they can create illusions of themselves. And I had people
Yeah.
just constantly fighting the illusion and not the real creature itself. And they can create illusions within, like, it's at least 100 feet of themselves.
Yeah, they got a huge layer.
Yeah.
Oof.
So I was just having people fight aboleths illusions, and they can cast through their illusions and attack through their illusions and shit. And they were like,
Why
yeah,
are
we
you-
fought 500 aboleths.
Hmm.
And the number kept going up constantly.
Tobias, did you see the secondary message that I had
I
to hide?
did.
Okay.
I think everyone saw it.
Damn it.
Jonathan,
Damn it.
everyone
It's
saw it.
so good. I love that.
Well-oiled machine.
It's fine. They didn't get the other part, so it's fine.
We are running so smooth. We're
So-
professional.
Y'all, I'm getting kind of hot. Like, I think a nice swim would be really nice right now, actually.
Let's not.
I don't think
Tobias
that's the
is
best
kinda
idea.
hot.
Just, don't you know how to swim?
Kinda hot for
Oh,
that.
I do know how
tentacle
to swim,
monster.
but let's not.
Rosemary, why
Hey,
are you being cringe?
Listen, he's probably
Listen.
fine. His bark is probably worse than his bite. We're probably fine.
Less.
You know-
I think both the bark and bite are probably bad.
You hear the voice come through again. It says,
Sully has no idea what's going on.
I shall offer you a deal. Visit my temple below the water and leave a tribute for me, and I shall let you pass.
Are we gonna survive the swim down?
Most do.
Okay, but I'm not asking about most, I'm asking about us.
Wait, does this mean that you're establishing
and-
the psychic link with him?
Yeah, she did it earlier, not realizing she established it when she was like,
Okay.
oh, what is that? Is that what's talking to us?
Olin will
Go
say
ahead
out
and give me
loud.
wisdom save.
Another?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, John.
Or because you didn't establish one earlier when you were talking out loud, or were you saying
Right.
you did?
But I passed that wisdom save, so I thought that carried over with my 23.
No.
John, why
that
would
was
you
for
have
that
me roll
connection.
it? Why would you have me roll it?
Actually, hold on.
John, I roll so bad. Please, I need everything I can get. That was a 19.
Never mind. You don't have to make it.
You rejoin the connection as a joke too. Like we keep stumbling into
You
this.
don't have to make another save right now. There's like a time
Jeez.
limit on like how often you have to make it.
Okay.
Mm.
So, yeah, is that, I'm not asking about most people. I am asking about us and if we are going to, sort of be able to come back from this little tribute. What do you normally get as a tribute?
I cannot speak to your abilities to navigate the stagnant lake beneath its waters, but you seem capable. As far as what is tribute, I ask that you leave something of sentimental value.
The greatest song in the world.
If
This
you
is just a
have
tribute.
such
No,
a thing,
This is just a tribute.
but something that is of value to you on a personal level.
Oh, Rosemary does have something.
Olin also has something. I haven't defined what the something is, but I do have something that is of personal value.
Is it each?
Because it's obviously just a friendly little guy under the water.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just a little
Just
guy.
a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Uh,
Is it each or is it just one for the group? Rosemary will ask that.
One for the group, unless there is something of great value left that could pave the way for multiple.
Oh,
Oh, like Sadem for the whole, for a while, for many travelers.
do you like
Interesting.
scarves?
I live beneath the waves. A scarf would not do well down here.
You,
Listen,
you
I still
wrap
think
it
that you're
around a
missing out.
tentacle and it keeps in that body warmth.
I still think that you're missing out on this card game. It's a lot of fun, and you can play
Oh,
with
yeah.
yourself too. That's the best part of it. I see you got multiple tentacles. Play like seven members. It's fine.
You're still charmed, by the way.
Can I not talk for myself at all?
I mean, you can, but
I mean, I'll bring it down to you, but I'm just saying.
Rosemary was thinking of the scarf she made for Pepper. That is very heavy sentimental value.
yeah, I think if you think you picture that scarf, the creature says, "Oh, perhaps I would like a scarf after all."
Does
Grimalkin sleeping in it right now.
Yes.
No.
does the owner of the thing have to bring it to you, or could it be any of us?
It can be any of you.
I impart to everyone that I do not have to breathe,
Oh,
so
Oh.
maybe
can-
you're better then.
I can go down there and do the delivery.
Well, because is it your con modifier or is it your con save amount that is how long you can stay underwater holding your breath?
Modifier.
It's your con modifiers, like how many
Modifiers,
minutes. Yeah.
I can stay underwater for 4 minutes, but if Olin doesn't have to breathe,
Yeah,
maybe
I
it is better to
literally
send them.
have a race feature that is you don't have to breathe.
It might be better to send them, tie a rope around their waist, and heave ho.
Yeah, it depends on the depth.
Okay, so we tie. I think each of us has a 50-foot rope. We keep tying the ropes.
All right.
This is true.
So you guys get the ropes, you tie them all together, tie them to Olin, and begin gathering items for Olin to take down as tribute, starting with this scarf. Is the scarf the only item you're taking down?
I thought we only needed one thing and the group was good to go.
One thing from each, I think.
No, it's one thing for the group, but if it's good enough, it might let multiple passers-by through.
Yeah. That's how I understood it.
Yeah, I think he was mostly saying like for each of you, like one item for each of you, though if an item is powerful enough, it might cover like more of you. So I think you get the sense of the scarf would cover multiple people in the group, but might be a risk trying to use it to cover the whole group.
Olin has an item that is, I haven't like defined this totally, but it is an item that is the only sort of thing that they have to latch onto from whatever their past life was. Just like a trinket, just like
It's
a small.
Yan's head.
Yeah, it's Yan's head. Like a ring, like a signet ring or something that might have been a clue to who they were beforehand.
I have one. I have a pressed flower from my daughter that I give to Olin.
Oh, I have plenty of pressed flowers that I got for him too.
No, you're not allowed to get rid of things.
All right,
I
so
don't
we
think
have
Soul even has anything.
we have Olin's trinket from the past life, Pepper's scarf, and the pressed flower. I think these are all good trinkets. And I think you get the sense that these three things could satisfy the group, or satisfy this creature for the group.
Brutal.
John, was that just to you, or was that to everybody?
That was everybody.
The what?
Just
What?
to you.
Slash.
GM or slash WGM. Space GM. God.
What?
Oh,
Slash W space GM.
GM space type your message.
Whisper to GM in the text.
I'm going through the old records to see if we ever threw anything at Theron that I noted.
I think we gave him weapons at one point.
We probably did. We definitely took his violin.
Wait, y'all took his violin? Why?
Yeah,
We
had
wanted
a
it.
bar.
We wanted it.
We needed it more than him.
We were scamps.
We were
Wow.
I
We
literally,
were,
I straight up said to him, well, you know, you either climb or fall, and he fell, and
We
I
were-
laughed at him.
We were all playing very different characters during Christmas run.
incredibly different. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Night and day.
I
Tobias.
haven't hit on a single person this campaign.
Criminal.
No.
0.
Unless, I mean, unless there's something like it kind of stipulates there, like some things that can cause you to repeat a saving throw, but that's not really like one of them. You know what I mean?
Okay. As we're tying the rope together, I not, and John, you can decide if I can do this or not, but I not subtly, but not overtly, I tie a knot that will come undone very easily.
Oh shit.
Give
My
me
passive perception is 21.
Any Boy Scouts in the group?
Give me a.
Whatever you want, you tell me what to do.
It'd be a sleight of hand. Probably.
Yeah, that's gotta be a sleight of hand check.
Oh, I'm not proficient in that.
Oh shit!
Natural 20! Oh
No!
Do you roll it to GM? I can't believe it.
No
Wow.
way!
no! I rolled it into GM.
You monster!
Absolutely wild.
You your best friend!
I already asked that.
Wow!
Olin, no! I'm sorry, Olin, no!
I can't believe
think
we're
like
undone by a squid.
I trust
while
you-
this
I
is
trust
while
you
this is
implicitly.
happening, there's like this moment where we see Tobias blink and his eyes open, and we see like these, like strange, like alien, like almost like two circular eyes peering out of Tobias's while these knots are being tied. So Tobias gets tied up. Dice have a story to tell, y'all.
They sure do.
I'm about to tell those dice a story.
The voice kind of like leads you towards the center of the lake, to right above where this temple is. Olin, you're tied up. You have the trinkets you are to delve down and deliver. You can see that a lot of this algae is growing in almost like a circular pattern around where you are, almost like a target, guiding you to where this temple is beneath. What do you do?
Can I do another check to like? Well, I guess does it seem like there's a threat down here aside from this creature, like any other threat?
This creature, I mean, you have definitely seen other shadows under the water. This creature has seemingly so far been the only threatening thing.
Okay. I mean, I got a job to do. I'll go do it.
All right.
The like targeting of the algae around the area is not lost on Olin, but I mean, there's not much to do about it.
Yeah. Olin, as you dive, falling beneath the water, like air bubbles beginning to kind of like come up as you sink down, you see figures beneath the water. Several of them. That look like...
About to jump scare me.
They look like humanoids. Though
shit.
they have 3 eyes, they have like these kind of finned hands. Some of them are kind of like squat, and like almost look like they've like varied body shapes and varied, like some of them almost look like halfling size. But all of them are and some of them I think look more human and are in like the middle of a like metamorphosis. Like a third eye is like growing in the middle, or their mouth is like slowly like growing open on one side.
Okay.
But all of these figures, none of them move towards you, but they all like seem to like watch you as you sink down, and you see kind of covered in this glittering algae, this stone shrine. It's mostly like this set of like old stone stairs leading up to this what is like very obviously an altar. It has like all these crystals growing around it, like these massive crystals around the altar itself. And you see just various bric-a-brac thrown on top of this altar, and it does have, the altar itself seems to almost have like a magical like area of dryness above it. Like you can see items that like through the water, but they don't seem to be floating or anything. They seem to just be like laying on this table.
Okay.
Or this altar. Who is the person who is like number one holding the rope
Probably Rosemary, because she's got the strength. She's got a 20 strength, so pulling them back up would be her job.
Sully, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Or sorry, Rosemary, not Sully.
Wait. Oh, Dex? Not strength.
Not strength.
I was gonna say I also have 20 strength, so if you don't want to do it, I can do it. But my rolls have been garbage.
It's okay, mine too. Here we go, Nat 1. Goodbye forever, Olin.
What the hell? Oh, thank you.
Okay. So there's this moment. That is good. That is enough. With Sully's help. There's this moment where you see like Olin sinking. You grab from like one rope to the next, and the knot immediately lets loose, and you have to like rush forward, basically almost like falling over the boat to like catch this rope. Olin, you come up short. You are like, you suddenly feel yourself like jerk to a stop as like Rosemary, and I think even Sully has to like get in there to try and like hold this like rope as like the weight is kind of like surprised, like already there. Olin, you are about 20 feet up from this altar.
God, who tied this one?
Can we just retie it?
I'm just staring forward in the boat, by the way. Like,
Yeah, I guess you can retie it, yeah. Since you've caught it, you can take a few minutes to tie it up.
Triple knot that shit.
Yeah. And then we can lower him all the way. It's no biggie.
Is it obvious that Tobias is acting weird? It's always this kind of thing with like, can I tell that he's like clearly acting a little differently?
Let's do an insight versus deception.
just
Can I
to
help?
to GM.
Can I help?
You're tying the rope. I'm just kind of looking at him while you're
Right,
doing
but
that,
I would
like,
know whose rope it was. Process of elimination.
It's color coded all over.
It's
rope.
color coded. We each
Characters,
tie a
yeah.
little ribbon on the end of each of our ropes with our color.
This wasn't mine. Mine was already involved.
That was just me asking, can I get the help action at all?
You can, yeah, if you want to give the help action, if you want to kind of follow Buster's line of sight and give a read here.
I'll take over the rope.
No!
Well, it's the help.
You've
So-
officially rolled a nat one though.
That's my first
No.
not one.
It doesn't count though, because with help, I only count it if
It's
it's
not
the roll
real.
we take.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not that.
So
actually-
Buster still has not rolled a singular fucking nat one. Can I give him disadvantage?
There's like a moment, Buster, where kind of like Rosemary looks over, and you hear like there's just a moment of this voice, being like,
My nat ones have a whole thing to them.
"Eh,
We've never had to go over it, but it's got a whole table and everything.
that's true.
Depends on how deep you want to get into it. I'm down, but there's a lot to it.
Yeah, I don't want to do a full one here since this is
Okay.
just like you're not actually doing the one. But go ahead and roll me a d6.
Oh no. I'm sorry, I take it back.
We'll do a light version of this.
I wanted to know. Because it was specifically because Will said that Tobias is just staring forward, just like not looking down into the
Just
water
checked
to try
out.
and see if his
Yeah.
best friend is like, okay down there. That's weird. That's suspect.
Yeah. There is this moment where you are no longer standing in this boat on this lake. Just for a moment, you are standing on the edge of a forest, looking through what appears to be like a portal of some sort leading to this like deeper, much wilder forest, obviously like leading deeper into the Feywild. You're on the edge of these woods that seem much more mundane, that kind of like line either side of this portal. And there's just a moment where you're kind of like standing there looking at this portal, and you kind of like feel this beckoning, this pull, and like as you like step forward, like you reach up and kind of like wipe your brow, and we see like this like little goblin hand, well, not little, but this goblin hand,
Big unit.
goblinoid, yeah, like kind of like reach up, this unfamiliar hand, and you just get the sense of like, we've got to keep running. We always fucking run in the end. And then you're pulled back into this moment, back on the boat. But Tobias seems fine. You almost get the sense that maybe like the strangeness is with you. Like there's something like this thing's rattling your brain a little bit with its psychic energies.
Is everybody looking over the edge?
I mean, I was until just now.
Yeah.
Now I'm like,
Are you gonna push us? God damn it, Tobias!
I mean, Rosemary looked over to Tobias to give the help action, but right after she would go back to looking in the water.
Yeah, after you guys get the rope tied up, lowering it back down, everybody's kind of focused on the water.
Mm-hmm.
Buster's probably taking a moment, like looking back at his paws, being like, what the fuck?
I
Good? Are we good?
look at Busta and I say, and I breathe in deeply and I say, you might want to do that too. And I jump in and I cast Vortex Warp on Buster and I bring him down with me.
Okay.
Go ahead and
No.
throw out Vortex Warp again for us.
Are we still mentally?
Constitution you technically have to do a Constitution saving throw.
Is the party still mentally?
You haven't.
linked?
It's sealed to GM.
Oh, that's a great question. But Olin, you feel like when you reach out to that connection, you feel your connection is broken to them.
Okay.
Like you are no longer like connected to them.
Okay.
I have a
But
question.
you do begin like lowering again towards the
Yeah.
towards the altar.
Yeah, it's a Constitution saving throw, and I have a DC of 19.
All right,
Quick question.
Tobias!
let's see this con save.
Wait, I have a question. Do
Yeah.
you have to cast a spell before you get in the water? Does it have verbal components? You pinged it to DM, not to us.
Yeah, it has verbal components.
So I would see you casting a spell at my ally?
And fucking smack.
Fuck it. Subtle
Ma-
spell.
Okay.
Mage
Hey,
Slayer.
burn those fucking resources, man.
PvP.
I'm
alright.
charmed, baby. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, and I will say PvP.
I'm
This is
waiting.
all character versus character, not player versus player.
Person for person.
Realistically,
Yeah,
this
Oh,
all
this is
drives-
player versus
Wow.
player.
This
No.
all drives
I'm
the
about
narrative.
to roll up to someone's fucking house.
Yeah, I'm driving down. I'm driving down to Nashville. It's going tonight.
Oh no!
What's good?
So
What's good?
I think what happens.
Don't end this session. Don't you fucking dare.
Don't you dare.
If you fucking end this, I'm driving to wherever
Actually,
you live, Sean.
He
I
hit
will
the
find
piano
you.
track. He hit the
Olin.
piano track. It's over.
You reach the altar. You have the items. Do you set them down?
I noticed the connection severed, right?
Yes.
Can I?
You still feel a connection to the creature itself.
I ask the creature if it did that, if it severed the connection between them.
The creature says, "It's the power of my shrine The psychic energy is too strong to maintain the link this deep.
Do I dig it? Do I
Give
believe
me,
that?
give me an insight check.
That was with disadvantage, but it should be the 26. I mean, both are good, but
Yeah.
This thing is...
20.
You
That's
feel...
it was a
Yeah.
natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, that is a nat 20.
Nat 20. Let's go.
You sense a smugness to this obvious lie that this creature is telling you. And you get the sense it doesn't care if you know it's telling the truth or lying to you at this point.
Do I get the sense I could destroy its altar if I really gave it a good go of it?
Oh, I think you can tell this altar is, I mean, it's made of stone and is magical in nature, so you get the sense that it would be difficult to, like, truly break the altar. You could probably break some of the things that are on it.
You cannot have the whiskey.
That's interesting. Is there anything on the altar that is particularly eye-catching?
That's a great question.
You can draw this session out.
You see, like, a set of silverware, there's a pocket watch, there's a jar that looks like filled with something that you can't quite make out. And you see, like a portrait of, like, a child or something that's down there.
I put down the stuff, take the portrait, and head out.
All right. So around the time that you're setting the stuff, making the swap, Tobias, you jump in the water. Buster immediately teleported into the water. One moment you're standing there, the next moment was you're under the water. Tobias, you like teleport him below you. So you are kind of like looking up. You see Tobias, who's like swimming down at this point. You see Olin beneath you. And all of you see these glowing eyes stacked on top of the other. As a long, slithering, this creature has like this skull is obviously undead. It has like these eyes going down, like kind of glowing, and long slithering body with several tentacles coming off of it. And you hear the voice, "I am going to have so much fun with you." And that is where we'll end the session for tonight.
Oh my god.
I wish to make a wager.
I wish to roll up to Popey's fucking house.
No,
Let's
no,
go,
no, no.
homie.
All right, I'll meet you there.
Initiative.
I have my mouth full of air in my lungs.
Mm-hmm.
Rules is written, I believe I can get one spell, and then I start drowning. I think is the case.
Is that?
I wish to
You can
cast
hold
a
your
spell.
breath for like.
You can hold your breath, but if you
Hold your
cast
breath.
if you cast a spell, you use the vocal component, and then you let go of that air, so you start
And
drowning.
when you are drowning, which is a con save every, like, isn't it a scaling con save every
Yeah.
round?
Something like that. I don't remember the
I
specific
know.
rules.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been a while.
But
You're
you could
20
you
You're
You
20
very
feet below
quickly-
water right now.
right, but you can very quickly die while drowning. It's a very dangerous
And-
position to put me in.
Your swim speed is half of your movement speed unless you have a swim speed. If you're
Yeah.
in heavy armor, I think it's even
Is
less
it-
than that. But you have mithril,
Uh,
so that would negate it.
I think Mithril does, but I'm not 1,000% sure.
We'll find out what happens next time.
Damn.
Alright.
Thank you everybody for
God damn
watching
it!
on another episode of Mistwardens. I don't believe we are playing next week. I believe
you
there's something.
I think, yeah,
shitting
because I
me?
have to work. I have to work.
So
I'm
we
gonna go
might
fight Will.
do like an
Is
off
to-
game or something.
Is-
But we
Actually,
will be back one Tuesday soon, and we will find out what happens to Olin, Tobias, and Buster underneath the waves. What does Sully and Rosemary do in this situation, still in the boat?
What do we do?
Thank you, everybody, for watching. We appreciate it. Find out next time whether our heroes survive, thrive, or take the deepest of dives.
Good
Good
night,
night.
everybody.
Night, love you.